Equity Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Battle Angel Alita Mars Chronicles chapters 53.2 through 56. But before we get into this final live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, this adorable kitty, hi kitties, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction, right, kitties? Because unlike YouTube, where we have to constantly worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we cover in the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you are a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. Hey, get out of there! And there is a stacked winter anime season in full swing and more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, and because this is the final live reaction, at least for this part of Battle Angel Alita, because we know there is going to be another part coming. How we're going to do this is we're not going to do a recap. We're going to dive straight into the chapters. And then when we're done, we're going to give you our thoughts on the chapters, on this ending, and what we're looking forward to seeing in the next part of Battle Angel Alita. So without further ado, let's get to it. So 53.2 is titled Vasily Risuki, second part. Here we go. So we're at the gate of one store, the giant sluice gate at the border between Grunthal and the, Marinese dukedom. So, and one store means desire, wish in German. Kitty, stop doing that! Jesus! God, this art is beautiful. The passage of ships with the Marinese, dukedom side is done by opening and closing the lock gates due to the different water levels of the canals. The coming and going ships are strictly inspected by the gendarmerie. Grunthal only permits entry to Panzerkunst and initiates as an exception. So now we're at One Short Island, an island located in the Suez Canal, Marinese dukedom. Kitty, knock it off! Location of the One Shore boarding school for Panzerkunst candidates. Here we go. It has a built-in communication device for a hotline with Asatama. However, be warned that communications won't reach in the catacomb and underground. You could also count on that to receive important mission data. Roger. Yeah, kitty. No, don't you think about it, kitty. I don't know why he keeps trying to get into stuff. But kitty, go in your spot. Go be guard kitties. So now we're at the Winter Schule, which is, Schule is the German word for school. Kitty, you need to knock it off. No. Yoko-chan, climb down! Mr. Kuen? Yes, I've been given, as a present to bring to you. What's this? Oh, it's a keyboard. That's a musical instrument called a keyboard. Look, oh, he's playing it. You could change the sounds with this button. Ooh! Where could Erica be? Jesus, kitties. Where could Erica be? Rika is on the roof. There you are. Who are you, mister? Vasily. This is a present from Kuen. What? Plushie? He really doesn't get me at all, huh? Dude, I want that plushie. Still, though, I guess I could use it as a spot to hide a knife. How are you doing? No good, can't you tell? I'm forced to take a lot of medicines. My body feels sluggish. I must wear such an uncouth outfit all the time. That sucks. I can only eat an unpleasant and thick soup. I gotta endure just a little longer. I too am gonna be a shining cyborg like Yoko soon. Oh, okay. So the medicine's administered. Okay, Kitty, get out of there! Jesus. The medicines administered to Erica right now are immunosuppressant agents, antibiotics, and so on. A liquid diet, intestinal lavage, and wearing of protective clothes to defend against infections are preparations for cyborg replacement surgery. Okay. Kuan knew that in a few days, Erica would have undergone cyborg replacement surgery. Not everyone can become a full cyborg because the costs are very high. Not to mention, in the case of a child, the costs pile up even more due to the need to create a body that adapts to growth. Hilda was shouldering the full cost for Erica's surgery. Now, wait, how was it when you became a cyborg? My body was in pieces for having stepped on a mine, so I don't remember well. That sucks. That's right. I don't get the feelings of a kid who's abandoning their healthy body of flesh and blood to be a cyborg. At my time, it was no more than a choice between living or dying. I thought that becoming a cyborg and living a long life would have been a good bargain. I don't feel like that anymore. God, this art is amazing. It's true that to rise one's rank above Giselle in the present, Panzerkunst, becoming a cyborg is an essential condition. But is that all right? Is it right to abandon a body of flesh with blood running through it for power, status, and glory? Until recently, I never thought seriously about it. What do you guys think? Would you abandon your body to become a cyborg for glory, and for power, and for status? I so hate my body. It smells, it hurts, it's weak. I wonder how the surgery will feel. They say that sometimes there's people who aren't suited to be cyborgs. Even if they become one, they can't move well and so on. Isn't she shaking? It's all right. Aw, your surgery will be successful. I'm sure of it. Thank you, Vasily. You're a good man. How cool would it be if Kuan was nice like you? Yeah, I'll try my best. Aww. All right, let's get to chapter 54. So this is the first part of it, the Catacomb part 1. From this point onward, this is a level 5 security area. Bringing in weapons, powerful drugs, and explosives is forbidden. Confirming ID authentication, Vasily Trusky. Welcome to the Catacomb. All right, let's see who we're dealing with here. Welcome, I'm Inspector Tariq Grekov. Dude, what in the Small Soldiers is this fucker? Dude, he looks straight out of Small Soldiers, I'm not gonna lie. Nice to meet you. Tariq, he was my instructor. To me, he didn't seem like a man who would get involved in crime. Our job here is simple but tough. Thanks to that, we're chronically short-handed. I'm counting on you. I'd heard there was one other person assigned here. That guy is also cooperating as a spy for Ostad. He's already working in a different shaft. Come on, let's change into our protective gear. I'll teach you stuff on your first day. How much do you know about, work in the Catacomb? Well, only base management tasks. Guess I'll need to teach you from the very basics. First of all, to be exact, the Catacomb is not a base. The mausoleum where the ashes are stored is in a different area. Look, a present from Catechus has just arrived. Ooh, can you tell what this is? Isn't this a corpse? Dude, I swear to God, if we have a Frankenstein situation here, this will be the third manga, like, this year, or maybe in the, like, last month or so, I've had to deal with the Frankenstein situation. Oh, God. It's the body of someone who had undergone cyborg replacement surgery. In other words, what remains after the brain and spinal cord have been taken out. However, biologically speaking, it's not dead yet. Dude, this is wild! It's in a life support state where the metabolism is slowed down at a low temperature. Here we call it exuvia. So basically, it's the cast-off skin of an anthropod after it's shedding. Our job is to preserve and manage these exuvia. So like essentially, I get what they're talking. So they're essentially talking about like full-on body transplants. Is that what they're doing? Dimitri, send out a vacant hangar. Roger, sending out Hanger 27D64. Ow, cat! I need to clip your claws. Oh my god. Here's fine. In case the owner of the Exuvia goes safely into retirement, and wishes to go back to their original body, this is awesome! They can again undergo replacement surgery and return from the body of a cyborg to one of living flesh. That is so awesome! So if someone like regrets their choice of becoming a cyborg, they can return to being human. That is sick. In the past, undergoing cyborg replacement surgery was for unavoidable reasons. Jesus, cat. In the past, undergoing cyborg replacement surgery was for unavoidable reasons, like me and you. However, nowadays, thanks to the catacomb combin, anyone can become a cyborg, like changing your clothes. That is so freaking disturbing how he puts it. Oh my god, that is so creepy. It's cool, but it's also really creepy. You're critical about this structure. I'm an old-fashioned human. I often feel like I'm not keeping up with the progressing trend of just about everything being a business. But hold on a second. What about if the body, if it's an older person that, so basically, essentially, if an older person becomes a cyborg and they decide that they do want to die, essentially they could go back to their living body and die. Oh man, this is wild. I often feel like I'm not keeping up with the progressing trend of just about everything being a business. I've talked too much. Let's continue with our job. My impression of Tariq is the same as back then. I really like this, man. Dude, that face is just, like, creeping me out. It's making me think of Scooby-Doo. Kuin's robot face, or cyborg face. Thus days went by doing my job. I didn't catch a hold of the presence of the Hexenhaus Society at all. Today we'll perform dead disposal. Huh? Why did she have to die? Oh no, is she an acquaintance? No, not a direct acquaintance. Otto's in charge of Miner's Exuvia. Because Miner's Exuvia keep growing even if in a capsule, their body's management must be done with special attention. Oh, it's not strange at all to feel attachment towards an Exuvia which has been growing under your care for many years. We received this dead body 4 months ago, but due to awaiting the crematory furnace remodeling, the treatment ended up being late. Checking ID comparison, it matches. Checking name, Taroha Rosso confirmed. It matches. Requesting life support system deactivation approved. Ooh, Taroha, if I recall correctly, she was Yujin's subordinate and Arve's teammate. Oh, it's painful, isn't it? The death of someone young, it always is. It's interesting. So that really does confirm, though, in terms of the miners, is that they do essentially still grow up in those capsules. So that's very fast. So that's interesting because remember the cyborg parts are growing too, from what was being said about Erica, Erica's parts as well. So very interesting. So like even if you do grow up as a cyborg and want to go back to being a child and grow up as a human, you can't do that. I like that there's that consequence. I think that's very interesting. All right, so let's get to the second part of chapter 54. Say, Vasily, I always have questions when doing this job. What is life? Where does the human soul reside? What do you think? Is he trying to... That's a great question when you're doing this kind of job. Is he trying to feel me out? I need to choose my words carefully. Well, doesn't the soul reside in the brain? Isn't the mind of a product of the function of brain cells? Is that so? Can you say so even while looking at this very healthy Exuvia? I see. What's going on with these questions and answer? Is this a kind of test? It's not healthy, right? After all, there's no brain in the body. Right. But the ones who did that were the surgeons of Catechus. Brain and body are something that originally can't be separated. I think that life and soul are present even in Exuvia. So the Catechus, by the way, he's referring to the rod of Catechus, a symbol often associated with medicine and healing. Though historically, the correct medical symbol is the rod of Asclepius. I love translation notes like this. It's awesome. Director, you're unexpectedly a romanticist, huh? I don't dislike such way of thinking, although I think it's a futile argument. Talk too much. Let's continue our job. But that's actually a good point, though. I want to go back to what he said. Brain and body are something that originally can't be separated. I think that life and soul are present even in exuvia. That's something very interesting to think about, though. I'm curious. All right, according to their will, the exuvia become donors. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Become donors for organ transplants. What remains is sent to the crematory furnace, and the ashes are put in the mausoleum. From the cremation onward, it's all automated. We don't have to do anything. The donor's body room. The only places which are strictly locked and where you can't enter are that in the director's room. If there's something, it can only be in there. Vasily, tonight we're going to hold your welcome party. Tonight? I'll look forward to it. I'll be the one doing the cooking. This room is so sick. Oh, there's the kitchen. The welcome party was held in the room adjacent to the director's one. To Vasily Trusky's hiring. Thank you. Dude, that's so fucking creepy. It wasn't much, but we had high-quality steak and wine. Dude, that steak looks yummy. Too bad that with the senses of this body, I almost couldn't taste it at all. Some, it's tasty, delicious. Whoa, I'm glad you're fully appreciating it. You look perplexed, Vasily. You're thinking if a cyborg needs high-class cuisine, right? But of course we need cooking. Meals must not be just alimentation. A holy act to heal a life that was hurt and divided into pieces. That's what a meal should be. A holy act to heal a life that was hurt and divided into pieces. I never thought of a meal like that. Vasily, based on the grade of your body, your taste level should be too low. Exchange what you have with more high-quality tongue olfactory organs and lips. Even if you tell me to do that, I know you don't have money, right? Join the Hexenhaus, Vasily. We will foot the cost. The Hexenhaus? Dude, what the fuck? They expose themselves! What is it? Well, something akin to a gourmet association of like-minded people. Oh, is that what they're using the organs for? Oh my god! Is that what they're doing? Is they're using the donor organs for this? If a mere gourmet association have to be so secretive, what the fuck could they be hiding? Wait. What kind of meat? Are they eating? Hold on! What kind of meat is this? Huh? Looks like you vaguely noticed something. Rest assured, we neither are worshippers of the devil nor sadists. We have no intention to hurt anyone, nor we steal lives. We're a peaceful club which aims at unifying life by nourishing a part of the lives of and souls which are destined to turn into ashes. No way! Are they eating humans? Written in Japanese. This is hold on a second. There we go. I wonder if there's people who take life into deeper consideration and love it more than us. That's right, the Hexenhaus, which is basically written in Japanese as House of Sweets. Oh my god, the House of... Oh my god, the House of the Man-Eating Witch of Hansel and Gretel! I should have noticed! That's one hell of a dark joke! Fuck! They're eating humans! I'll give you a history lesson. I want you to know about the Hexenhaus origins. Dude, they're eating humans! What the fuck? The cannibalism! Dude, that is so fun. Dude, that is a dark, twisted joke. Oh my god, that is. All right, let's get to 55.1, which is titled The Hexenhaus. Oh my, hey, don't throw up. Maybe you've learned this in history class, but the Mars colonization project of the Earth government of 140 years ago was very sloppy. Okay, so we're learning about the colonization, okay. Because I think if I remember correctly, in Battle Angel Alita, we haven't gotten that much history about the colonization of Mars. We'll see. The first and second colonization groups were completely wiped out due to technical interference. The third and fourth colonization groups by supplies mismanagement. The fifth and sixth, seventh, and seventh suffered a food crisis because they failed at food production. Dude, this art is so disturbing. Oh my god. These were called the Crow March famine and Red Avian famine. It is said that 1/3 of the total population died of starvation. And according to the colony, there were even places which were totally annihilated. it was natural that in such an extreme situation, cannibalism would occur. Dude, oh my god. This manga is like there's a reason why this series is like the most disturbing thing you'll ever read in your life. Oh my god. I will say it and say it again. This franchise is the most disturbing franchise that I've ever read and covered on this channel. It is said that in this era, the founder of the PANZERKUNST, Alexei Tsar, came to Mars and fought for justice. Among the disturbances, Tsar met 3 orphans. These youths were born on Mars and had survived the famines. Tsar taught them the ways of man and had them and made them his disciples. One was Morik Mazur. Damn! One was Cassie Schneider. Dude! What the fuck? One was Saburo Medaruma. Later they would become part of the 5 PANZERKUNST's leading disciples. Tsar, who added Bullen, Volkwald, and Nims Gossen to his disciples, fought with him in the Mars Independence War. Thanks to their genius, those 6 built up PANZERKUNST during the war. So these are the original PANZERKUNST! Okay, it goes without saying that Tsar severely admonished against cannibalism. Tsar drew his last breath after Grunthal had just been established, and a new era began with the 5 leading disciples at the center. Mazur, Schneider, and Medaruma seized the power and formed the Hexenhaus behind the scenes. That's because cannibalism had to be strictly controlled. Unregulated cannibalism and the danger of bringing the total destruction of the species due to prion disease. So what prion disease is, for those of you that don't know, it's basically a disease that outbreaks when the normal prion proteins originally existing inside the bodies of living creatures turn into abnormal structures and start self-producing. And renowned is the mad cow disease of bovines and others. Oh my god. Okay, so we're getting to 2 types of cannibals. One is the mayhem cannibals, savages who don't care about violently taking lives. And the other is the surgical cannibals, those who respect human life by minimizing pain through surgical operations with anesthesia. We of the Hexenhaus belong to the latter group. Dude, he's just proud of this! Oh my god! We of the Hexenhauses belong to the latter group. We're neither hedonists who find pleasure in breaking the taboo, nor weird devilish homicides. What the fuck? Oh my god! We're people who pursue a deep understanding of mind and body. Dude, what the fuck is this? Come on! Find and fight through the act of cannibalism. There is a way that not even Tsar, the founder, was able to point out. Did you get it? Wait, did you get it? I wonder that, did you get it? I wonder that Hexenhaus have much deeper roots with PANZERKUNST. Oh my god! What the actual fuck is this? Dude, this is like oh my god! Oh my god! Dude, I do not blame Kuin for running. I do not blame him for this. Holy crap! I'd be free, especially if you found out that you were eating human meat. Like, dude, what the actual fuck? Should I follow him? Leave it be. They're all like that at first. He doesn't have anywhere to run to anyway. He either will join us or else. Or else the number of accidental deaths will just go off by 1. Dude, this is straight up a cult! This is a cult! Damn, Tariq, he went on and on probably about all he wanted. In any case, now everything makes sense. Even the fact that Wami, while researching the Erased Gossen School, could have caught wind of their existence is not necessarily improbable. Darn freaks! The glorious PANZERKUNST was born from cannibals! Dude, this is so wild! What the actual fuck? This is so wild! I'm sure Austin knew that Hexenhaus' true colors, and I even get the reason why he let me do a roundabout undercover information. Oh my god, this is so wild! Let's see. The catacomben is, in a sense, an underground shelter. Entry and exit with the surface is limited. Let's see. Easy to defend, hard to understand. Even by bringing the PANZERKUNST elite force, it wouldn't be easy to take control of it. In addition, the over 150,000 Exuvia guarded here would become, as a matter of fact, hostages. Since it's hard to assault from the outside, it could only be destroyed from the inside. Should we put on a red chinchako? Which is basically a padded sleeveless kimono jacket worn by people who reach 60 years old. As a celebratory sign, and this note would be a page long, so please use Google. It's my cooperator's code. Let's put it on. Do you need anything? Let's see. If I can manage to enter the director's room, steal the operation privileges, and open the external gate, I could call for support. Can you prepare a director's room master key? To enter the director's room, you need to pass through the body donor's one. The key to the body donor's room is the director's left pinky, which acts as an electric key. Repair a duplicate. I'll give it to you here 24 hours from now. 24 hours from now? Got it. Easy to say that, but it's Tariq's finger. Can you really do it? Well, let's see if he can. So now we're at the second part of 55. The next day, everyone did their work as if nothing had happened last night. Director, I'm sorry for having lost my composure last night. I don't even understand half of your noble ideal, director, but it's like a part of my missing heartaches. Can you let me join? I welcome you. Oh, God, this is going to get very culty, isn't it? Let's have a joining ceremony this evening. We just received some extraordinary fresh meat. What does he mean by this? What does he mean? I'll go to the body donor's room to make preparations. Otto, I leave the rest to you. I'll do anything to make you guys drop your guard. Today's Exuvia is kind of unusual. Unusual? It's brand new and fresh from replacement surgery. No, is it Erica's? But the person themselves made it clear to not keep it, namely its body donor, and then it goes to the cremation furnace. Checking ID comparison, it matches. Checking name. It is! It's Erica Wald, confirmed. It matches. Erica, I see. Her surgery is over? Requesting life support system deactivation. Approved. What a pity. This kid is damaged goods, but she would have become a beauty. I would have loved to raise her. Oh, God, this is a Promised Neverland shit. Oh, my God. Oh, well, even meat with preservation fluids is delicious with its wild flavor. This is some Oh, God. New guy, why are you standing there spacing out? Make way. The pod can't move, you know. No. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is just like a huge what the fuck? Hey, Otto, Vasily, what are you doing? He fell down! Who? Otto fell down! What's gotten into that, Vasily? Shit, god damn it, all the plan is totally ruined! Uh-oh, we have an accidental fall for the top deck. Halt all operations. And I told him to wait. What an impulsive human. What do you want, new guy? Oh, dude, he punched him! What bastard! Interesting, this human world. My body acted before I could think. Since this is the situation now, you can only prepare for the worst, Kuin. There's another way to enter the body donor's room instead of opening it by using a key. It's like this! Yes! Using Erica's body. How impatient you are. Can't you wait until dinner? Dude, this is so gross. Oh, God! Erica, I won't let you have this kid. Go fuck yourself! Yeah! You dumb kid! Alright, so we're at the this is the first part of the final chapter, which is titled Kuin Killborn, Part 1. It's truly a pity, Vasily. I was expecting great things from you, but if you won't become our comrade, then you must die. At first, I couldn't even get accustomed to this body. Thanks to the implant, my bothersome narcolepsy too has subsided considerably. Or sorry, I fucked this up. At first, I couldn't even get accustomed to this body. Now I feel even feel sensitivity in the tip of my fingers. Thanks to the implant, my bothersome narcolepsy too has subsided considerably. Until just before, I was afraid of fighting Tariq, but looking at him sharpening that butcher's knife, my doubts disappeared. I can do it! Go, Kuin! Whoop his ass! Woo! Yeah! Oh! Come on, Kuin! Whoop his ass! The style high-level technique of the Schneider School, the Schramberg Schlag. What the fuck? So basically, it's the screw strike in German, written in Japanese as it's twist strike. Alert! Alert! Uh-oh, an overload surpassing the safety limit of the entire right arm and shoulder blade has been detected. Please get maintenance for your own safety. Shut up! I forgot to turn off the AR display. Shit! You bastard, there's no way you're Vasily Trusky. Who are you really? He isn't a mere unsatisfied man. He's hiding something. A worker sent by the higher-up said. Then, now it's even more the case I can't let you go back alive. Joe, what is he doing? My nickname is Robin Tariq. I'll show you what that means. So basically, what this word means is to rob, steal, predate, and written in Japanese is catching and killing. Ooh, scary. That's his stance when he's for real. His claws can tear off armor as if it were paper. If I get caught in history, oh shit! No, Cohen! Oh no, Cohen, no! Dude, this art is so amazing. Okay, so now we're at the final chapter. Oh my god. No! Cohen! This wire trap is the same as back then. Yes, he figured it out. You're Cohen Kilborn? This technique was something originally devised to defeat your Robin Palm. You've grown dull, Tariq. Yeah, you tell, Cohen. If you had kept practicing, you wouldn't have fallen twice for the same move. Ooh, so you were coaxed by Ostad and his party to come to destroy me, huh? However, they're only using you. We didn't murder Wami Swiceheart. What? I won't suffer the humiliation of having been taken prisoner. Don't! Well, killed himself. Kuhn sent Erica's exuvia to the crematorium. Using Tariq's finger, he froze the catacomb functions. Kuhn speaking, the job is done. Well done. I see, Tariq's dead then. I think you understand, but what you learned in this mission must not be known to anyone else. Oh, it's you. Sorry for breaking our meetup promise. In such a situation as, don't mind it, what should I, reply? Uh-oh. Kuhn lost consciousness instantly. A kill switch. The narcolepsy that was suppressed and controlled by the implant chip relapsed. No! Gurgit speaking, I've disposed of him! What? What the fuck? They just killed Cohen! No! Good job. Now one of my worries has been removed. Leave the cleanup to me. However, this doesn't mean your ability has been proven yet. Don't forget what Dasein has promised me. I need more studying. I want to know more about humans. Oh, okay, so we're seeing Kuhn in the afterlife. Thank you for all you did, Kuhn. I wonder if I was able to leave anything behind for those kids. You did your best. The rest is up to them to live their lives. God, I'm so... No! Cohen, no! I'm going, grandmother. Okay, take care of yourself. Sorry for the wait, Nagala-san. What's wrong? Did you forget anything? Mr. Koff. That's right. I'll write him a letter. I'll do that. Kuhn and Vasily's names were entered in the Catechist's deceased list at a later date. His fight in the catacomb was covered up together with the Hexenhaus scandal without anyone knowing. I hope you can be discharged soon, Erica. Approximately 10 years until Grunthel's downfall, Yoko and Erica are going to live in an era of violent upheavals involving the entire solar system. Oh man, here we go! So, the next part! So Gundam Mars Chronicles will be renewed as Gundam PANZERKUNST Chronicle! Yes! We're getting into the PANZERKUNST Chronicle! Oh, I'm so looking forward to it! Oh my god, I love this manga too! This manga is the most disturbing thing I've ever covered on this channel. I've covered a lot of disturbing shit, mind you. I have. I know, I need to do a list of it. But man, this manga was great! I love that we ended with cannibals! Not only that, I love that we ended this arc fighting out that three of the 6 original PANZERKUNSTs were cannibals. What a fucking trip that was! Oh my god! And probably the biggest trip of this entire part, besides God, the God of Mars, whoa, that was a trip too. But probably the other biggest trip was finding out who Yoko really was, like her origin. That was so fucking disturbing. Oh my god. That was so gross. Oh my god, oh my god, that was one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen. That was so disturbing. But I like that we ended this with Erica going in, being put into her cyber body as well. So we're gonna see what happens with them next. But like the other thing that I thought was interesting, especially with this ending here, or before I get into that, dude, Kuin was a badass motherfucker. I love Kuin. He was amazing. Like for the second, obviously the first half was disturbing because obviously what we found out with Erica's origins and all that. But then just Kuin in general, Kuin was fucking amazing. I am sad that he's gone. But he went out like a dude. Like the way he went out was it was like a bitch move. That was such a bitch move. Oh my god, that was a bitch move. But man, like seeing him in the afterlife with his waifu was nice. Was a nice touch. I'm glad that we got that at least. But man, of course that fucker Austin like did that shit. Of course he was gonna do that. But will he be the villain in the next arc? Will he be the main antagonist in the next arc? That's a good question. I mean, the other thing too, I almost forgot that was really fucked up, is we found out that the bricks that were used to make the homes of Mars were made out of dead bodies. That shit was wild. Oh my god, that was so fucked up too. Oh my god, that was fucking insane. Oh my god, I can't wait. I cannot wait for this next part. I really can't. I can't wait for this next part. I think this next part concluded, Mars Chronicles concluded really, really nicely. For the most part, I'm glad that there's, I already knew that a second part was, this would be the fourth part. Yeah. So I knew that we were getting a fourth entry in this franchise. So otherwise, if this was just going to be the end of the series, I would have been really annoyed. But yeah, a fourth part is definitely coming. In terms of it being like its own part, like this is the start. Let's be real. Mars Chronicles is the start of like the prequel arcs or prequel saga for Battle Angel Alita, and for how it started, for the most part, it's really good. I really enjoyed this. I do. I really can't wait to see how the disturbing game is stepped up next chapter or next arc or next part. Dude, and this art is just, of course, this art is just incredible. It is. But I keep saying, the other thing I gotta mention is, people keep saying they want to see more Battle Angel Alita adapted into live action. How? How are you going to adapt this into live action? And not have it be, like, rated R at least? Like, this shit is so fucked up. I'd like to see it. Can we get it animated? I doubt it at this point. Not unless it's like, unless you're gonna give me like the team from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure at David Productions animating this. Nah, it's not gonna happen. I can't see any other team animating this and giving it like the disturbingness that it does need. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What you guys thought of the ending of part 3 for Battle Angel Alita, and I feel bad. I love Kuin. Kuin, you got fucked, my dude. You did. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Battle Angel Alita content. A few ways you can do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.